Look what came in the mail today. It was a little bit of a seed haul. I got mail from M.I. Gardner and from Territorial, which is an Oregon company, kind of local to me, and their seeds do really well in my climate, so I ordered some from them. But the majority of them came from M.I. Gardner. If you've not checked out their seeds, they're lower priced. They package fewer of them in a package, and they don't cost as much. So kind of a great resource. So I thought I'd go through what I ordered. French breakfast radish. I still have a lot of radish seeds from last year, but I always seem to run out. So I stocked up a little bit and got some French breakfast, which is my favorite radish. Some serrano peppers. I've never grown serrano peppers before. I've always grown jalapenos. These have a little bit more heat to them, so I think they'll spice up my candied jalapenos a little bit and my pepper jelly. Then we got tomatoes. My favorite tomato, mortgage lifter. If you've not grown mortgage lifters, you're missing out. These are just a beautiful tomato, typically 1 to 2 pounds, sometimes coming in over 2 pounds. They do great in my garden here in the Pacific Northwest, and they're such a good slicer. So I always recommend mortgage lifter to people who are looking for a big, juicy slicing tomato. Black Krim, which is my other favorite slicer. I alternate every year between Black Krim and Cherokee Purple. They both do well in my garden. It's just kind of, I don't know, some years I plant one over the other. So this year, apparently, it's going to be Black Krim. If you've not tried these, they are consistently one of the best tasting tomatoes in people's reviews. They kind of a smoky, sweet flavor, super good slicer. And then a tomato I've not tried before, and I only ordered it because it says it consistently comes in between 1 and 2 pounds. It's called the Costralee or Quastralee, and I'm looking for big tomatoes for the Next Level Gardening and Down Home Backyard Gardening Tomato Challenge 2026. So I was looking at all the tomato offerings and picking out the ones that had the biggest fruit, and this one came up. Some ruby red onions, which is my favorite red onion. I planted these for the first time last year. They did really well. I still have some in my cold storage, but super easy to grow, great slicer, and great in salads or anything really. Honey rock cantaloupe, which is my favorite cantaloupe. They're small, but it produces heavily and has the sweetest flavor. So I always plant these. I usually plant 5 plants, and they all do well. Last year, they kind of got attacked by cucumber beetles, which seemed to love them, but I still got a decent harvest. So we're going to give them another try. I'm going to try Casper eggplant, which I've never had before, never grown it, never tasted it, but it seems to be a popular eggplant. So we're going to give it a try. Roma 2 bush beans, which is a flat Italian bean. I plant these every year, and I can them as well as freeze them. Heavy producer. After the first picking, it just keeps on coming. I've gotten up to 4 and 5 pickings off these and getting anywhere from 4 to 7 pounds each time I pick them. So if you want a productive bush bean, these work great for me. And then I've got dragon tongue beans, which I've never planted before, but they're so pretty I couldn't resist. So we're going to give those a try as well. And then I can never resist sunflowers. I love sunflowers. I love the birds and the pollinators they bring in. So I plant them all over the garden. This year I've got Velvet Queen, which is a burgundy sunflower, kind of a deep burgundy with just a ring of gold around the center. And then Evening Sun sunflower, which is more of a bronze colored, kind of golden bronze. So hopefully those will do well for me. Trying to see, these looks like they get 6 to 8 feet tall, and the Velvet Queen 5 to 6 feet tall. So keep that in mind when I'm planting them. Then from Territorial, we've got some Chinook summer leeks. I have never grown leeks. I planted some late in the fall, and they are in my garden beds, heavily mulched. I don't know if anything's going to come up with those, so I wanted to have a backup, so I got some summer leeks to plant. Patterson onions, which is my favorite storage onion. They are a yellow bulb, yellow onion, and very productive, and they store for a really long time. I have some out there that I picked in August. They're still out in the box in my garage, and I use them all the time. This is what I cook with the most. Some early jalapenos. My jalapeno peppers did horribly last year. I think I've mentioned that before. So I'm going to try early jalapenos, and then I've got some other varieties that I had some seeds left over, and I'm going to give those a try. Never give up on the jalapenos. Some Sun Gold cherry tomatoes, my favorite cherry tomato. Super sweet. They do tend to crack a bit, so you have to kind of stay on top of picking them, but they're really productive, very vigorous. They're an indeterminate vine, so they kind of go everywhere, but they are so worth it. Another favorite tomato, Mortgage Lifter. These are hugely productive for me, routinely between 1 and 2 pounds. The largest tomato I've ever grown was a 2.5 pounder, and that was a Mortgage Lifter tomato. So I plant these every year in hopes that I'll get another 2.5 pound tomato out of them. Another tomato I'm trying this year that I've not tried before is the Umpqua Beauty. And this one, I saw it in the Territorial catalog, and it kind of said, you know, if you can only grow one tomato, make it this one. So I'm going to give it a try. It says that the fruit grows upwards of 2 pounds each. So hopefully it does, and hopefully that will be the winning tomato in the tomato challenge. I couldn't stop myself. I ordered some delicata squash. You'd think I'd learn, but I don't. I'm gonna give the squash bugs something to chew on. But I'm only giving them delicata this year. They don't get any other squash. So their selection is limited, and hopefully that will make them frustrated enough that they'll go to another salad bar for more variety of squash, and they'll leave my salad bar alone. So delicata squash, which are great as a winter squash or a summer squash. And then a Zowie, yellow flame zinnia. Never grown this variety before, but they're 24 to 30 inch plants, and the picture in the catalog was just breathtaking. So I'm hoping that I get some gorgeous Zowie yellow flame zinnias. So that's what came in the mail today here at the Hippie Chick Homestead. I hope y'all are having a great day wherever you are and getting ready to get those seeds started and get growing. Take care, y'all.